Okay, I've uploaded a couple of videos. Those were taken when I actually still owned this car back in August, September. A friend of mine had sold his car several years back and was looking for another Monte Carlo, but he never had went out and restored a car like this. So he wanted to do this and see what it's all about, and he's gonna find out what it's all about. That's for sure. There's a lot of expense, there's a lot of time, there's a lot of headache, although I've handled all the headache and will handle all the headache. This car budget goal is $25,000. So I just want to put that out there. Some of you that think it takes $150,000 to build a car because you watch Phantom Works and they don't know how to extend their proper use of labor time. That's not reality. Although I do like that show because it shows the extensive work it takes. It just kind of rules some people out thinking they'll never be able to afford it. So what I want to talk a little bit about here is this car was taken to a local shop here in Williamston, and I had a lot of extensive work done under this hood. Parts and labor, $1,300 to be exact. And this engine is ready. It's ugly. It's going to be detailed after all this blasting and a lot of the paint work is done under the hood. I'm going to detail everything and paint it up, make it look nice. But that engine's an original 350, 300 horse. I've done taking the dash out, but the car had a little over 100,000 miles on it. And unfortunately, the car had an aftermarket vinyl roof installed somewhere back 35 plus years ago. And uncommon to common myth on a vinyl top is if a car has a vinyl top, it's going to be rusty because the water gets trapped. That's not true. If this car had the factory vinyl roof on it, it would have only had a little rust down around in here, and that would have been it. The problem starts when you remove the factory roof. The correct prep is not done, hence putting more paint or a good epoxy primer underneath here, and this is what happens. Moisture in itself will not rust a roof. Improper prep is what causes the roof to rust from the moisture. So this car will be getting a new top. 6872 Chevelle roof is the same. I'll have to trim a little here, but it'll be new roof. It'll be getting a new package tray. It'll also be getting donor cell panels I've cut out of another car because you cannot buy this piece without buying the entire quarter panel, which is $500. So I'm going to put these pieces in. Some would put the full quarter in, and that's fine. I'm kind of from the belief, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. There's nothing wrong with splicing this in as long as it's done correctly, allowing time to cool on the welds. Belden Speed finally came out with this section. So on those donor cell panels, I'll be putting in this section. It'll also be getting a little bit of the trunk floor. The floor pans are solid. The body is very straight. All the Monte Carlo specific sheet metal is very straight. The only issues with the front fenders was a little side swipe here years ago, and I don't think that's too bad. Of course, rust at the bottom. We've got some rust up here that'll have to be addressed. All of this crap up here will be fixed with the roof skin. Once this is sandblasted, I'll know a lot more about this. The reason I'm showing all this, these are areas you want to check when you buy or looking to buy a 68 to 72 GM A-body car, no matter if it's a Monte Carlo, Chevelle, GTO, Cutlass, whatever it may be. The floors in this car are very good. No rust at all under the back seat. I'll be disassembling this car completely, and most of the body shell and inside and out of all the panels will be dustless blasted by Mike Moore in Seneca. So if you need any dustless blasting done, I recommend giving them a call. They go by Dustless Blasting of South Carolina. Yes, it makes a mess, but it's the only way to do it without acid dipping, and acid dipping creates a whole nother source of issues. So with that being said, I just wanted to do a walk around here. This car has new brakes, new suspension, full exhaust, new exhaust. All the mechanicals except servicing the transmission and a shift kit has already been done. So I've taken some time this week to remove some of the rest of the moldings. And these wheels are good to drive on, but they will not be staying on. They'll be replaced with 15x8 Corvette rallies. Unfortunately, the fender extensions were bad. Those are a very hard to find piece for a Monte Carlo. Luckily, I had a set in my stash of replacements. So I'm looking forward to getting started on this car. I'm going to be doing several progress videos throughout this car's restoration process, because so far I've just showed mainly how to do this type of work. This truck is almost done and it'll be out. So follow along the next few months and you will see this car go from, you gotta admit it, looks like it's ready for the scrapyard, to a very nice show car like this truck. He's still undecided on colors. He's got plenty of time. There will be no vinyl top reinstalled, so all of this will have to be flawlessly done perfect. I'm looking forward to doing this car because it'll be the first Monte Carlo I've been able to do that's a customer car, not one of my own. For those of you out there that may watch this, I like and I prefer to work on A-body cars. If you need any restoration type jobs done, feel free to send me a message here on my account, and I'll be happy to give you my personal phone number. You can call and we'll have a little talk about it. I'm located in South Carolina, and I try to do, I don't do any secondhand stuff. This is the kind of stuff that I prefer to do. I don't do any insurance work or anything of that nature. So just keep that in mind. There may be somebody out there who wants a car restored and can't find anybody to do it because all body shops want nowadays is insurance work. Okay, I'm signing off.